When you have no money, do this. What I'm about to share with you, just do it. When you have no money, or you don't have the amount of money that you want, this is what you have to do. And when you do it, you will start to see the money come into your life. So make sure that you watch this video all the way through. This is Jake Ducey with jakeducey.com. Let's dive right into this video. Number one, you have to forget about your reality. You have to forget about it. Otherwise, all you're doing is reinforcing the circuits in your brain over and over and over again that you're broke. It does not help at all to have a problem and then keep focusing on the problem over and over and over and over again. It doesn't help, and it never has helped. You are being challenged right now to become a visionary. Let's break down that word, visionary. You think about anyone who's attracted a lot of money, anyone who's ever become financially successful or financially independent. They had to break away from their present reality. Meaning most people live their entire life where their bank account controls their thinking always. Their consciousness is totally attached to their physical senses, and their physical senses is just giving feedback over and over again that they don't have the amount of money that they actually want in their life. And so they look at their bank account and they go, I'm broke, I'm broke, I'm broke, I'm broke. Because they can't break away from their present reality. So for anyone to have financial independence, business success, investment success, career success, and to come into larger and larger sums of money, they had to break away from whatever present environment they were at, and they had to focus on their vision. So a visionary is someone who lives into an inner vision. They've created their own mental pictures, their own mental images of prosperity, of a successful business, of a successful investment career, of money coming to them in whichever way that they so choose. They visioned it. Most people live their entire lives consumed by their present reality. They can't even do that. They'll watch this video and they say, that's great, I need something to work faster. You'll never have money if you're stuck in the consciousness of being broke. If your vision and your mental images is constantly consumed with images and feelings of what it feels like when you keep hitting the withdrawal and your Bank of America charges you an extra $25 because you just overdrafted again, and you keep seeing those images over and over and over again, and you keep looking at your room in your house and you say, how am I going to pay for this tomorrow? You already know you don't have the money for next month's rent, so why do you keep doing it? And you keep looking at your room and you say, I hate this place, I wish it was nicer, I wish I had more money. I get it, you want something different, but all you're doing is allowing the same habits to make you keep having an image of poverty. Guess what that's getting you? An image of poverty. If you want more money, you're going to have to change what you do. Keep on doing what you're doing, you will get what you've always got. So the first step is to imagine the life that you really want, is to start to hold this image. Now, this is not the whole process. It's very important that you watch all the way through, but this is the most important part. You can never break free of where you are financially if you cannot break free mentally from the reality. So just like you can go like this to your hand, and then you can close your eyes and you can see your hand, or I say close your eyes and imagine your car. You can see your car. It's a white Prius. It's a red Toyota, right? Whatever it is, you could see it in your mind. I want you to close your eyes and I want you to start seeing money come to you. I want you to reimagine your income level. You have to start dwelling in financial possibility and become a visionary. So deliberately, every single day, in the morning, at night, every time you catch your mind going there, you've got to reverse that pattern. And when that starts to happen, your self-image will change, your brain, which is really all your brain is a processor of reality based off of your own targets. There's billions of bits of information happening at every second. There's so many things going on, but based off of the target you've set for your brain, that's the reality it focuses on and creates. And you say, well, I haven't set a target. If you're focusing on the fact that you don't have money over and over and over again, and you keep identifying with the term, I'm broke, I don't have money, you've already set your target unconsciously without your own free will. So it's time to reset the target, reset the vision. So what I invite you to do is ask yourself, what is it that I actually want? Not where am I now? What do I actually want? Write it out on a piece of paper. Get the vision so that you can start to live into that and send your brain a new target. Number 2, save anything that you can. My wife, girlfriend at the time, we were not doing well financially. It was very difficult to even pay the rent. It was so difficult. I wasn't bringing any money in. I found out later that Ashley was in debt for me, not for buying shoes or some crazy thing, because I wasn't able to hold my end of the weight for our bills, our groceries, our rent, and we didn't have any money. And any money we had was immediately went back out the door. So our savings was this much. And I realized that the problem was that I saw myself as someone who never had money. And I had to change that pattern. I had to change the pattern of how I saw myself. And so we started very small. Our first goal was to save $100, which for us was going to take a little bit of time. It was not going to be easy for us to save our first 100. Then we got to our first 100 and we're like, oh, cool. We did that faster than we thought. Then we're like, let's get our first 1,000. Let's get our first 2,000. Let's get our first 10,000. And I remember when we finally saved our first $10,000. And I was like, wow, whatever target your brain sets, you can actually hit. All of a sudden, we saw ourselves as somebody who had $10,000. And we said, if we could do 10,000, what about 100,000? Then we set our sights on becoming a millionaire. And that happened too. But it all began by slowly building the habit of what you do with $1. And you might say, well, it's such an insignificant amount of money, I'll wait till I make more money. You're always going to be broke with that mentality. The amount of money is irrelevant. It's the actual habit that you build, and you start to be a person that can accumulate money. Notice we didn't say a lot of money. We said money. Guess how much money is money? $1 is money, $5 is money, $100 is money, $1,000 is money, $10 million is money. It's all the same thing. And the problem with people that do not have money is that they constantly say that they will save it when they have money. Well, you don't understand. I don't have any money. I can't do that. Okay, start with $1. And when you get your first $1, let's double it to $2. Then let's double it again to $4. Then let's double it again to $8. Then let's double it again to $16. Then let's double it again to $32. It doesn't matter if it takes you 2 months. It doesn't matter if it takes you 1 year. Start to raise the bar every single time. And what happens is, not only does your own self-image change, but you realize it's easier than you think. The problem when you don't have money is you think it's really hard. The problem when you don't have money is you think it's really hard. So you think it's so hard that you keep saying, well, I'll save or I'll invest or I'll start to accumulate money when I have it. You'll never get money that way. And then you keep reaffirming that it's too hard and you don't have a healthy respect for $1. You say it's just $1. Okay, start there and let's see if we can make it 100. If it's just $1, can you get 100 of them? If it's just $1, can you get 1,000 of them? All of a sudden, you're off to the races. Your self-image changes. Your energy starts to shift. And what happens is you start to be someone that can accumulate money. Whatever the denomination of it is, it starts to grow. So what I want you to do is comment down below, I am someone who accumulates money. Comment down below, I am someone who accumulates money. And start today. When this video ends, do not go to another video. Do not get sucked down the rabbit hole. Stop. Press pause and say, what was Jake saying here? Okay, let me set a goal. I don't care what the number is. Remember, the denomination is irrelevant. It's about the consciousness shift, the mindset shift. And when that happens, then the numbers, because they're irrelevant, continue to grow. So start with a number, whether it's $10 or $100 or $1,000, and then pick a duration, a time frame by which you will have that amount of money. Then when you get it, you keep raising it. And what happens is not just that you accumulate more money, but you start to attract more opportunities that match that. Because financial opportunities, jobs and career opportunities and deals, the level of them come to you in proportion to how you see yourself. Billion-dollar opportunities, million-dollar opportunities, great investment opportunities do not come to someone who sees themselves as broke and doesn't have money. So as you start to accumulate it, you start with 100. Man, I can do this. I'll get to 10,000. And what happens is you start to attract more opportunities that match the new self-image you have, which is now of someone who can accumulate money because it's just digits. It's just pieces of paper. Like if I said to you, all right, I want you to go get 1,000 index cards. It wouldn't be that hard, right? Because it's just paper and you go grab it, but all of a sudden I say, go get $1,000 and you go, well, it's hard. So we're going to change that by starting to accumulate more of it, starting with whatever savings you can begin with. Number 3, take an index card or a Post-it or a piece of paper or a computer paper, whatever you can, and fold it up into a small enough size and write these words on it. I am so thankful large sums of money come to me now. I am so thankful large sums of money come to me now. You can comment that down below. I am so thankful large sums of money come to me now. Here's why you need to do this. When you are a person that does not have money, you have not only identified with that reality, but psychologically speaking, psychologists tell us we have 65,000 thoughts in a day. 95% of them are subconscious. So you have 65,000 thoughts in a day. Guess how many of them are affirming that you don't have money? An awful lot of them, and most of them you are unaware of. So what may happen is old thought patterns and beliefs might start to present themselves. This is a reminder of your new belief system you are creating, that large sums of money come to you now. Large sums of money come to me now. So what I started doing when I was trying to get my financial legs under me is I wrote that on a piece of paper and I carried with me everywhere I went. Whether it was a gym, it was in my pocket on an index card. When I was on a walk, I carried it with me. When I was listening to an audiobook, I carried it with me. I would carry it with me everywhere I went because I realized my thoughts were so limiting and stuck on my present reality, like we talked about at the beginning. My thoughts were consumed with my present reality of not having enough money that I was creating so much more stress for myself. Okay, I didn't have any money. That's fine. Now let's move on to what the new thoughts and belief systems I want, which was large sums of money come to me quickly and easily. Large sums of money come to me now. I'm a millionaire. I'm a happy, spiritual, international multimillionaire. And I started resuggesting thought patterns to build a new habit, the habit of thought with respect to money. The habit of thought of who I was with respect to money. And guess what happened? My thoughts changed. And when my thoughts changed, I started to attract more money. Last but not least, brainwash yourself for prosperity. Your present reality has brainwashed you for mediocrity. Our world brainwashes us to fear financial growth. Look at the media. It's always about recession. It's always about this problem and that problem. We have the vast majority of people are struggling financially. 76% of people are living paycheck to paycheck. The average American apparently can't come up with $500 for an emergency. So You look around and the majority of people are either struggling financially or just nowhere near where they would really like to be in an ideal world. So what does this go to show us? Well, if the majority is like that, what is the old adage? You become like those you're around most. And you think about the fact that there's 8 billion people, and the vast majority of them, if you ask them if they're exactly where they want to be financially, they would say no. Not to mention that most people are actually struggling. We become like this society that we're around unless we deliberately brainwash ourselves. So I started hypnotizing myself. I was like, this is crazy. I'm going to inherit all these belief systems by all these other people, and that's not my belief system. So I started saying those words to myself every time poverty consciousness entered my mind. Every time somebody complained about money, whether it was old friends, whether it was my girlfriend at the time, and I going through some of our old beliefs, whether it was someone suggesting something wasn't a good idea, I would say those words. That's not part of my belief system. That's not part of my belief system. See, you have a conscious mind and you can reject any limiting and impoverished ideas. Then I hypnotized myself. It's right there down below. It's free to use. It's jakeshypnosis.com. You'll see it pinned to the comments. It's right there down below. You need to use this because you have to start to reprogram your subconscious. You've got to take just the way if you want to lose 20 pounds, how do you lose it? You lose it by actually building a new habit. In this instance, it might be running, it might be going to the gym. You start to train your body for something different. Well, in order to change financial success, you have to train your mind. You have to build and reprogram the mind. So right there down below is totally free. It's jakeshypnosis.com. It's right there down below. So go ahead and start to use that every morning and every night to reprogram and retrain your subconscious. And what will happen is those 65,000 thoughts that you have, 95% of your life being subconscious, you start to build new habits. You don't even know what's happening because it's subconscious, and all of a sudden you start to attract new financial opportunities. All of a sudden money becomes easier. All of a sudden you start to attract more success. These shifts happen quickly when you brainwash yourself for the reality that you want. Not the reality you're presently stuck with, not the reality other people have, for the reality that you want. But it all starts with one question. What do you really want? Do you want money enough to even watch this video all the way through, right? So if you have watched this video all the way through, give yourself a big pat on the back. This is the first step. If you haven't yet, hit the like button on this video right over there, and then comment down below, I am ready for money. Comment that down below to let me know that you watched this all the way through. Comment down below, I am ready for money. Jake's Hypnosis is right there down below. That's jakeshypnosis.com. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell notification. Bell notification is what notifies you for new videos. Even if you're already subscribed, you got to double check. Have you actually hit the bell notification? So go right over there on the side. Hit the good old bell notification. Are you ready for money? I think you are. I think the next 12 months are going to be a dramatic shift. So go back through these simple steps. I'm telling you, apply these steps. You will see money show up in your life. It is possible. It's not only possible, it's going to happen. So my name's Jake Ducey with jakeducey.com. The first time you watch one of my videos, thank you for watching. Money is headed your way. It has ears. And when you call it, it will come. But the question is, what do you want? What do you imagine? What is really possible? And then can you follow these simple steps? Extra props to someone who comments down all of these steps right there down below to inspire and help everybody else. You can comment down all of these steps from this video. Thank you for watching.